Alright, welcome back everybody. This is the Benjamin and you're watching Let's Play Xenogears. So, last time we found out that Fei Fong Wong is in prison and he's about to be baptized. He has to fight a bunch of, basically, acolytes of this guy named Rico Benderas to determine his rank in the prison. So, I don't have any better equipment for Fei, but as long as you have, like, the metal vest or the metal jacket or whatever. Let me just clarify what that is. Then you're usually fine. Like, the same rule that kind of applies to several dungeons back applies here, is that you're basically going to be okay. So, let's do this. Alright, so just remember, this is a gauntlet match. So, you're going to be fighting all 5 of these guys. Or all 4 of these guys, I should say. In a row, so you won't really have a chance to heal in between, but we have inner healing, which is awesome. So this is a good chance for you to learn Hagan, especially now that Fei has 6 of those. So there's going to be another, so once we have learned Hagan, there's going to be another technique, another death blow that you can learn. I forget exactly what the button combo is. I think it's triangle, square, X, but I'm not entirely sure. So for now, just keep hitting square, X, and you should be okay. Or square, X. Square, X, triangle should do just fine. And on this guy, because we're so well defended, you can kind of relax and learn Hagan as you go. Because really, Leonardo, this is all he's going to do. There's really nothing fancy about this. Although I do really enjoy the fact that... each one of these foes that you fight is going to have their own, like, unique sprite that has absolutely nothing to do with the sprite you see on the map screen. Like, on the map screen, they just kind of look like humans, you know, henchmen, what have you. But Leonardo suddenly turns into a goblin, and you'll see that the other characters turn into various things as well. So, I'm going to use some inner healing at this point. Might as well. I could have used Iron Valor if I wanted to. You know, I could make this battle go a lot faster by just using death blows, but this is the first time in a pretty extended period of time we've actually gotten to use Fei as kind of a, you know, in his fighting form. As awesome as it is to see Fei fight in the Weltall, this is also a valuable thing to do. You want to make sure that you're continuously learning death blows. And again, you can pretty much go online and get the chart that tells you what the death blows are. Oh, there we go. Let's see if you learned Hagan. I want to see. I didn't check how close he was, but yeah, there we go. Cool. So Hagan is a pretty fun death blow to use. Yeah. How about that, Leonardo? And no, the rest of the guys aren't the names of Ninja Turtles. You're not going to fight Michelangelo. You already know that that's not the case, but just making sure. Okay, so this guy does a little bit more damage. Let me just show you Hagan. And, you know, for the sake of these battles, you can just basically use Hagan. It's a good technique. It does a lot of damage. But, Heinrich, yeah, he does like the the pro wrestling suplex there. And so this guy really isn't that much more difficult. Just gotta kick him in the face. And again, what's really giving us a huge boost in this battle is just Fei's defensive power. Because if you have, like, a leather jacket or whatever, like whatever kind of, like, equipment that you get near the beginning of the game, these guys just will go absolutely ape on you, and it's pretty bad. So this is a much better thing to deal with. It's much better just to have, like, immense defense, so to speak. Okay, some inner healing. And I also know that I have lots of Aqua Souls. But there's going to be an enemy later that I think is going to steal all of your EP. So, you know, it's not really worth using any, like, items that will heal your EP at the time being. Just, you know, be careful, be conservative. Because I believe it's going to be a little harder to get items later on for the next couple dungeons. So, try to conserve those if you can. We are going to have a dungeon a little bit from now. That's going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, so the next guy, who is it? Cezarn, I think? Cezarn. He's going to be... Oh, okay, same freaking zombie. Yeah, the last guy you fight has a different sprite, but right now they all have just kind of like the what is it, the demi-human goblin things. This is an interesting universe, just because, like... Oh, Vargas, okay, so Cezarn's the last guy. He's the senior exec. It's really interesting just to, like, when you see this game, just the fact that there are demi-humans. And there's not really a major discussion about sort of how demi-humans rank in society. But, you know, like, when you look at the Solarian Empire and so forth, they don't have any demi-humans there. Because, you know, they're the Skyreich. They're all about... I mean, they never use the term, but they're all about racial purity. I mean, there's an entire sect of human beings that they deem to be inferior and only really worthy of manual labor. So as far as the demi-humans go, like, they would never let those guys be in any, like, high position of government or what have you. It's not quite as much as a contrast as you see if you ever play the game Chrono Cross, for example. You see that there's a big discussion about demi-humans, and you actually see that the demi-humans are kind of relegated to an island. Ooh, Vargas is getting a little rough on me, but he's more inner healing. So in this game, if you have played it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't played it, just to give you like kind of the Reader's Digest version, these demi-humans originally lived on a island called Marbule, and so what happens is that Marbule? I think it's Marbule. Anyway, so basically, like, once the human factions start going around and conquering these islands, and they start taking resources and stuff, they basically relegate a lot of the demi-humans to manual labor. And at one point, you kind of help start, like, a revolution among the demi-humans to help them out, to bring them back to the island. So it's much more like, you know, kind of like a socio-economic, racial angle to Chrono Cross, which I think was kind of interesting. An otherwise very confusing game story-wise. If you want to talk about coherence in this game versus a game like Chrono Cross, which came only about a year afterwards, Xenogears wins all the way. No plot holes, exposition. Okay, so yeah, now we got this guy. So this is when you want to bring out the Iron Valor, I think, against Cezarn, since he's kind of dressed up as like a member of some kind of clergy guard with a giant scythe. But yeah, so the reason why I did that is because he'll basically get rid of all of your EP, so you might as well just use that as an excuse to put on the Iron Valor and to Hagan him in the face to death, and oof, much more. But Cezarn's not hard. Like, he'll do that, which kind of sucks, and we're gonna have to use like a more intense healing item. But actually, I believe that just cuts it in half because that was exactly half. So yeah, because he stole all my health. So let's use a Rose of Solace. We'll be getting plenty more of these later, so nothing to worry about. So I think this guy just basically, he keeps cutting your HP in half, and then it's like one of those things where, I'm sure you've seen this if you've played like Final Fantasy VIII does this. There's an enemy that keeps using HP having spells, and then the hope is that he gets you down to like, that gets you down to like 1 HP, and then he just finishes you off. So that's why Cezarn's not really that hard. He's only got a limited amount of HP, and so there's not going to be some like attack that brings you from, 100 to 0. He's going to keep doing that. So, this guy should be pretty easy. But yeah, this is the part of the game where I think that Xenogears gets really interesting, because like up until this point, I mean, it's been really cool, and it's been really interesting. Especially with the failed coup and all that. But that was, that's the kind of stuff that you do see, at least segments of, in JRPGs. It was just, I think, better executed. Oh, there we go. All set. So, a metal jacket. Okay, that's something you want to put on. Although for the next battle, it's really not going to help you out that much. Damn. Faye just conquered everybody. Kicked them all in the butt. Rico's like, well, shit. Ah, Rico. So we're going to get to see the, unless Faye stops this beforehand. Doing the old Faye thing. Faye's always just like, I really don't want to fight you. I really don't want to fight you. But if I'm forced to, I will kick your ass. Yep. Well, Faye's already got himself pretty far up there. I mean, like, if he beat all 4 of the henchmen, then he's in pretty good shape, I would say. So now we're going to be fighting against Rico. Let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah. Rico's just a beast. It's massive.
Is that the best?
That's one of the only times I get to hear Rico's voice. I shan't resist. Oh, shit. Come on, Faye. You have the power. I've seen you. I've seen what you can do. You can destroy villages. You can destroy giant machina. Oh, ouch. Come on, Faye. Oh, shit. What's happening? Oh, no. Faye wasn't even trying. He just knocked him on his ass. Ah, there we are. You're the only person who's ever injured me. Okay, so the thing you have to understand about this battle is this is another one of those like situations that you can't possibly win. Because as you can see, you only done 1 damage. And Rico is going to use Steel Body, which is going to increase his defense. So that's going to effectively bring you to 0. I mean, we could try to do damage on this guy, but yeah, we don't have any EP. So I've never won this battle, and I don't think that anything you do makes a difference because Rico is just too friggin' strong, man. He literally is a beast. He's a beast with fabulous hair. He's just absolutely massive. So, alright. Might as well show off the death blows. I should have just practiced the next one, but I'm going to have to do some research on what the next death blow is. Just to figure it out. Whoop. Oh, yeah, there we go. See, this is... this is going to be over 1,000 damage. So... Yep. Well, Faye, you tried. You knocked out 3 of his acolytes, which is pretty damn cool. You should be proud of yourself, Mr. Faye. Mr. Fong Wong. But at least now we've determined our rank. Yeah! A. The only thing we don't have is an A+. Well, well, well. Yeah, get the man some rest for crap. Like, he just woke up after 4 days of being unconscious, and then we beat the crap out of him again. I mean, Faye's tough as nails, but he's not that tough. He's gonna need some rest every once in a while. Alright, nice going. So I believe that you can actually lose the earlier battles and get a lower rank. But I'll have to check on that. I think it's like you don't get as good as items or whatever. But yeah, Faye's got like a thing around his neck now. Well, I think it was around his neck before. I just never really pointed that out. Yeah, don't worry. We can beat the crap out of you every day. I'll still be here to help you out. Faye develops a torrid love affair with the doctor. Oh, Faye. It's like, yeah, this has been happening a lot lately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what is the deal with that? Tell us, Nurse Hatchet. Yep. Not an A+, though. No, Faye always looks for the reason to fight, and the reason to not. He's a thoughtful person. Yeah, okay, so now we're gonna Get some, I like how it's still playing the boss music in the background. Oh, yeah. I think that's kind of a movie trope. Like, there was some movie I saw back in, like, the 70s. Well, it was made in the 70s. I wasn't born in the 70s. But it was the basic idea, like, if you left the premises of the prison, the bomb, like, whatever bomb was attached to would just kind of blow up. Ah, yeah. Interesting. I think the champ's got one, so Rico Benderas has one. Yep. Can't mess with that bomb. Oh, yeah. This is another cool aspect of this game, is that, like in games like Chrono Trigger, for example, you do get arrested, but you're only arrested for, like, 5 minutes or something like that. And then, what happens afterwards is that you escape. But Nortrune D Block, actually, it's like this entire prison culture, this entire town that's built and managed by prisoners. So it's a really cool feature. And we're going to be seeing more of it in the next video. So, thank you guys for watching Let's Play Xenogears, and I'll see you later.